Hello. Today's healing session is brought to you by yours truly, Dre, and we are going to be working with external influences that may be distracting you, creating procrastination and or delays in you reaching your goals. Now, this seems like a higher level goal. So I'm not looking at this as just something very like, hey, I want to run a marathon. This seems like something that means so much more to you. I'm getting this vibration of it being more linked to your highest self and your soul purpose. So what that means is that we want to look at what is prohibiting us, what is slowing us down. Now, it can be people, places, and things. We can say, it's time, it's, friends, it's my family, it's, but those are all excuses. Those are all things that we're using. Those are limitations in our mindset. So we want to really focus on clearing those things out and getting a real dedication, getting a real commitment to ourselves about the individual we want to become. Now, because this is linking to your higher self, I want you to understand that this isn't just a goal. This is like if you want to travel to another country. Let's say you want to go to Brazil. And then there's going to be things that you're going to have to transform yourself in order to get there, right? You're going to have to put yourself into that mindset of travel. You may have to learn a little bit of Portuguese. You may need to create a support system of people that have already traveled there that you can ask questions, whether that's like a social media group of travelers, or maybe that's getting together with a group that travels there consistently, so you're not traveling alone. You can travel with them. Maybe they know the language, maybe contacting a guide. So it's not as easy as just setting a goal and reaching it. There's a transformation process of the person that you'd like to become. For instance, here's another example. If you want to write a book, it's not just about writing a book, creating an outline, figuring out how to get published. There's a transformation process of you actually becoming a writer, right? So then that means you have to consistently be writing. Maybe you have to take some classes, learn how to proofread, find a proofreader, find a publisher, think about the title of your book, really become engulfed in it as it becomes something that you transform into, okay? And this is something like when I've studied financial planning, when I've studied everything, it boils down to your mindset. And really, if you can't go from an impoverished mindset to having some abundant mindset without transforming yourself in some way. So that's what this is looking at. And in this healing session, we want to have a focus around what are our excuses. Now, one of the quickest ways to find one is to hear yourself saying, but I want to be a writer, but I don't have time. I want to be a writer, but I need a laptop. I want to, and so when we want to get real with ourselves about something that it is that we want to accomplish, we have to kind of really start to hunt those parts of ourselves, really listen to ourselves on where we're making those excuses, where we're choosing something that we want over or something that we don't want, or something that we know is going to set us back over something that it is that we really want to. So, it's like if you have fitness goals and your friends are like, come on, let's stay out, just hang with us, or let's go to this concert. And you're like, no, I really need to get up. I'm training for this marathon. It's really important to me. And then you stay up late, and then you can't wake up and you can't do the things that you want to do. It's kind of like a relapse kind of thing, right? And then we want to hold ourselves accountable. We want to go, okay, I kind of fell off. I need to stay consistent with this. That's going to require you managing your time. That's going to require you looking at these things that are excuses that you've already used to not do these things. There's certain things that I think we know for a long time that we need to do, and we just keep holding off. So we want to look at those things in this healing aspect and start to really make a real commitment to move forward. The commitment is to yourself. It's not to, something that you want to prove to other people. It's not for anybody but you. So you have to be honest with yourself. You have to be real with yourself about what you want, and then take those steps. Start looking at those steps. And the best way to take those steps is to look at what are the obstacles that we create in our own mind to put us in that space of not accomplishing, of not obtaining our goals, right? So that's what we want to utilize this healing session for. So I'm going to pull a few cards just to give us some indication. Now, this healing is probably going to take about 1 to 2 weeks. Why is it going to take that long? Because you're really going to start listening to yourself, and you're really going to start to hear it. If this message is coming to you, it's because this has already been happening. You're already hearing yourself. You already know what you're doing. And this is just validation and confirmation, helping you to move forward with those processes. I'm going to help hold you accountable. And you don't need somebody else to hold you accountable, but it is nice to have friends, family, and people in your life that are going to not pressure you, but, you know, gently nudge you and gently remind you that you're good enough to reach those goals, that your highest self deserves to have a platform and, you know, a lead role in your life. And the more we operate from our higher selves, the less we operate from our lower selves. And then what happens is we begin to really embody more of our higher self and our higher consciousness. And then we're going to raise our vibration that way. It's a very beautiful process. But it is a process, so it takes focus, attention, and work in order to do it. So we've got a couple cards coming out. The first one is working with this inner child energy. Okay? So you can see in the very top here, we have a small boy with his doggie. And then we have these bowls, which is love. It's memories, it's connection, it's all the memories and time that they've shared with each other. And then you have an older man and his dog. And so what this is it's an indication of the commitment that we have to make to ourselves. The dog represents unconditional love. The dog represents loyalty. The dog represents happiness, and it's also an indication that there's not a lot of time. Dogs don't live for a long time. And they say that's why they enjoy life so much. That's why they're always so happy. And I always jokingly say, if we all greeted each other the way that our dogs do when we walk in the door, like there would be no depression, because dogs are so happy and they're so happy to see us. And so this is kind of an indication too of you being happy to connect with this inner child, to dream big, to have those fulfillments come through, and then to take the necessary steps and dedicate through unconditional love and through being gentle with yourself to become the man that you want to become. Okay? Or the woman, you know, to become the person that you want to become, to foster that inner child into this being that you want to become. Next, we have the Two of Wands. And as you can see, there's travel. Is there a surfboard there? Yeah, because I was talking about surfing earlier. There's the surfboard. There's this taking control, looking out the window, knowing what you want to do. So the Two of Wands is indication around the things that you kind of know that you don't really want and the things that you do. So she's sitting here behind the window kind of contemplating what it is that she wants to do. She has the stick, and so this is the idea of taking command and going after the things that you want. There's a huge indication of travel here, but travel also means a lot of different things. It means people, places, and things, culture, looking outside of yourself, looking beyond what you know. Okay, so that requires a certain level of courage as well. We're going to pull one more. Sorry. So one slipped through the cracks. So this one here is going into, we're going to have to walk away from certain things. So there are certain things that you're going to have to leave behind. She's knowingly walking away from this. She's saying, you know what, I'm moving on to new horizons. This isn't working for me anymore, whatever this is. This could be a relationship. This could be bad habits. This could be that mindset that we were talking about. This could be all those procrastinators. This could be a bowl of butts, right? We're going to walk away from that and move on to what it is that we really want. So this is that part where we're really dedicating to leaving behind the old and stepping into the new. And the reason why we want to do that is because this is what we're looking at here. The 10 of Cups is like beyond a wish fulfillment. So the 9 of Cups is like your wish is coming true. The 10 of Cups is now you get to enjoy it. This is like ultimate fulfillment here. You get to see the children playing. There's love. There's an abundance of everything that's wanted and needed. There's a full wraparound of support and comfort coming in here, okay? And it's also an indication of like we have the 6 of Cups here. And then we go into removing, which there's a number 2 right in between. So 6 and 2 leads to 8, which is clearing out the old. And then we get to the 10. Now, there was a card that slipped through the cracks. Actually, there's 2 of them. I can see them laying face down. If they were face up, I would tell you. But there's the 2 that leads to the 10. So there's something here about the number 2. We have 2, 2, 2. So there's something here with the numbers 2 as well. That could mean a relationship. That could mean a balance between your masculine and feminine. And that could also mean that we need people, we need support. That, some of these things we can do on our own, but sometimes we need other people. Yep, we have wholeness coming in. And there's a 33 there. That's an ascended master's number. And we have courage. I was just saying, sometimes we need courage. Sometimes we need people to help assist us in moving forward in our process. So I always say there's a support system for everything. And so make sure whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish, you are able to find the support system for that. But you also have to understand that there's support systems for bad habits too. So you also have to leave behind certain support systems that are going to keep you stagnated or keep you in procrastination and delay, and step into those systems and that are going to help you to move forward, to reach your goals and become the being that you want to become. Luck is coming in here for you. So courage, luck, wholeness, lots of positive energy coming in through these cards. Wow. Abundance. So there's a lot of positive energy coming in here for you. I'm going to pull an affirmation card just because it seems a fun thing to do, and it gives you some sort of affirming word. If it resonates, please comment below. It says, today I will look ahead. Today I will see my future. It is beautiful. It is a beautiful life I am looking forward to. So your affirmation for today is, today I will look ahead. If this resonates with you, go ahead and comment below. It says, today I am brilliant. Today every idea I have is a creative, thoughtful, and full of potential. Okay? And the reason why we want to step into an energy of really praising ourselves and going into this is because it's going to help feed in. Now, something that I just noticed that I want to bring to your attention very quickly is all of the 3s here. So we have 33, 13, 31, 23. So we actually have a flip on the 3s here. So we go from courage to luck, which are opposites here. We have 23, which is abundance, and 33, which is wholeness on these cards here. So that's beautiful. And if the numbers 2, 3, 1, 2, and 3 resonate with you, that could be a date. That could be something that's significant to you in some way. I wanted to bring that to your attention. All right, guys, it looks like that's it for your healing today. Please comment below if it resonates and you'd like to book a personal. Check out the description box below. Thank you so much for your time and energy. I really appreciate it. I wish you well on this journey to your higher self.